EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll go as a loss of a yard. On the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this one too low. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but now it'll be third down. We look at this Browns defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well, problems with a snap, it leads to the block, and that in turn leads to 6 points the other way.
And while it's rare to see the long snapper get blamed for a touchdown, that's exactly what we have here. It was his snap that ultimately gave him enough time to get home. As once they scooped the ball up, there was nobody there who could get him down. Just a brutal play all around.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the gun, Murray finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray looking to change the play here. Here's a 2nd and 7. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Look at this Browns defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Murray now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Will Record on for the Vikings field goal.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Shador. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Safety line. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready up. Tag.
Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't get ready, then I'm ready for it.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Vikings 18-yard
60
line.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Now Sanders. Over the middle, that's Stefanon, his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Phantom, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Vikings 3.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Murray. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, and you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Buffalo 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cougar 19.
To throw is Sanders. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Rodgers to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Murray now to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing now is Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. To throw is Murray. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Corner.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now.
The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back to 80. Back to 60. Back to 60.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
An inside run with Jenkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, Dragon 60. Deputy Lions.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come back, 19. Cut.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready.
Sanders to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good. We're on first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Okay, break.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
Play action. It's Sanders. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready, ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sanders checks it down to Jenkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down at 6.
Take pass.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Harvey, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he'll get up near the 45 and spot it at the 44. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready? Cougar 19. Tap the 60. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready?
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Murray going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, Murray. Open man, that's Felton. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton, 51 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Browns 14. Will Rutgers to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Dragon 6. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer.
With the ref, let's go, right here.
Let's go.
Throwing, Sanders. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Kennedy Lions.
They give up the middle. Jenkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready?
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now Sanders. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 40 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21, Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Murray now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Murray again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
At the 31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
To throw is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, one more. Biggest. That's one. Biggest. Buzz.
Murray now to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
70 Lions!
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Ready? 18, come, ready.
On first down, Sampson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
70 Timberwolves.
A toss to Judkins, running right. And some room to maneuver. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Dragons, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready. Hut.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Ready. 7, Cougar 19. Warriors 70.
Once again, Judkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Judkins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Let's go. Cowboys, go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. All right, big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Murray. This ball intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Let's get that preparation started now.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to